first step, the first day, the first minute, okay, you're excited. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to kick ass, right? And the next day comes, and you're like, man, this is a little tougher. And then you take another step, and another step. Maybe you get to Thursday or Friday, and you're like, fuck, this is pretty fucking hard, man. All right? And then what happens is the enthusiasm from the beginning of the process starts to fade out. You forgot why you started. All you can think about is what's in front of you right now. All you can think about is that next grueling step, that next terrible workout that you just can't fucking stand anymore.
When you lose sight of purpose, you give too much value of what the pain is today. You find the fear, the quickest, easiest way you can beat it is initially. Everyone comes in. You allow it to sit, it will grow roots, and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. It's an uphill battle. It's a path less taken, not the beaten path everyone else takes. It's a path that leads to character. Along that road, you're not going to see too many things. You'll see your shadow most often. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. You got to trust in the heart of hearts. Inside what you're doing, what you believe in, is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. The champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up. It's not the title that makes you, it's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame. It's how you look at something, if your name's attached to it, and you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. Championships aren't won in the theater or the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and the training, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant.
No problem, Lance. Jersey, if you show up, I appreciate you having my back. Oh, well, why are you going to do that then, Stu?
You face your fears, you become the person you are.
Nobody wants to speak the truth.
You're not living. You're alive. You're not beginning. You're freedom. If you face your fears, guys, fear is destroyed. It comes back as confidence. What else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from?
Gabriel Strain.
What am I running from? I don't need to. What else can I overcome?
Quality control.
You go after it. You give it all you have. If you lose it, at least you try.
Compliance.
I failed.
Ooh.
It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena? And you do it right. The best.
Invoicing.
That's the same person that has his hand raised on the podium one day.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have an office job. It's not really office though. I've got other things. Yeah, I'm working. Invoice to POs. Well, we have a big project. We have a big client. Client's coming to visit us next month. We're having to get all our stuff in order. You know, and quality. If you don't have a quality control system, you have to put one in place. So I've been the heavy hammer. Been working every day for about 45 days. I haven't said that, but I found myself weary, because I've already had to go through a couple of battles today. If you want to take on a project to bring quality control into a company that has a bunch of processes and people that have been here for a long time, get ready to fight. Get ready for a good fight, though, okay? You fight the good fight. So we're at the point now where Henry comes, you know, wants to bring me the whys. Why do we do this, and why this happened? We don't have time for whys. No time left. There's only how do we do it? How do I achieve that? How can I help? And if there isn't that, then you have to turn the conversation in the right direction. And you say, do you have my back? And you say, after you say that, you say, if you have my back, then you are probably making the right decision. And if you don't have my back, then you're probably making the wrong decision. But people have changed so much, or I'm just getting old too fast. Because the more level-headed I am getting, and I can laugh at life, and I can be a jokester, and I can talk in any way I want to talk, people are stepping away from speaking whatever the reality is. Oh, I talked to my boss the other day, and I got my ass reamed about something. I said, who exactly who reamed your ass? So what is reaming of one's ass? Do we have to inquire with Diddy? Did you and Diddy? Did somebody bring Diddy to your door? Who reamed your ass exactly? Well, don't fucking well me. Well, that's not what I meant. And that's why people don't like me sometimes on these lives, because I drill and rig. Yeah, I'm an O&G. We have a big client in O&G. My job before this was in oil and gas, making vessels, pressure vessels. Here we're in a machine shop doing components for the O&G industry. And that's why we have an audit. That's why anybody who's in the O&G business should know that every 3 years, or in this case, this company hasn't been audited ever, and they've been doing business for at least 14 years with a big O&G company. Well, the big O&G company wants to come in and see how you get your stuff done. But on other days, I've been more upbeat. Today, it seems it has to be serious because there's too much bullshit going on. Nobody's getting their ass reamed. It's just real. It's the real world. You have to take responsibility. You have to repeat a procedure over and over and over again because it's written down, because it's supposed to be. And then on top of that, you have to make logs and track your activities. Oh my God, how large is that? I'm bored at work. Oh God, wish more. I wish my day would go by faster. I've got shit to fill your day. Your day will go by faster. But then I think I can't put my finger on a reliable someone who I can expect to repeat the process. So in that case, you can have all sorts of procedures and not make any headway. It was over earlier. Man says he pays too much money in taxes. What can I do? How can I help him? He pays too much money in taxes. He's not even in America. He's got an American partner. He spends too much money on taxes. You know what I told him in the end? Get a tax lawyer. But that didn't seem to work. Rich people don't pay taxes. You're in the White House right now. You are? You mean I'm in the White House? What would I do? I don't know. What would I do if I actually had a platform, right? A real voice. What would you do if you had a real voice to make a difference in the world? What one thing would you focus on? Or one's hard. How about two? That makes it easier for you. Let me think. What were the two things I would want to focus on if I had a voice? What would I want to focus on? I would want to reduce. How do I say this? I would want to be more transparent. I would want to transfer wealth from countries outside of the United States to states within the United States. That would be something I would focus on. I would look at the cost to the American people of assisting the world and not really appearing to do a great job of it, yet spending a lot of money, and I would focus on taking that money back. Passing on responsibility to those who have to be responsible because they just take our money and they strive to be the best of themselves with little, what influence are we holding right now? So there's one. I would get money back that we send outside of the states back into the states. And I would maybe, and I always wonder this, people don't understand the scale of how much money it would take to even fix a place like the recently ravaged areas from Helene, North Carolina, Georgia. Would $1 billion? Oh yeah, that was a great example. When I started this process, when we knew this was coming, this audit was coming, and everything was ready. A couple of weeks went into it, and I decided I would have a talk with the owner, and I said, because if we don't keep the customer, then a whole domino effect will occur in the structure of the company. And so I brought the conversation. I said, okay, if we spend a little bit of money and we're unsuccessful, well, I spend a little bit of money and we're unsuccessful. If we spend more money and we're still unsuccessful, But what if we spend $1 million? Would $1 million make sure that we be successful? It's a trick question, isn't it? Would $1 million? Of course, $1 million. I would like not even be worried. I'd be shipping all my. I'd have 10 people behind me. Instead, no. We focused on one employee taking on the responsibility, saying that they could do it, and we'll go through this process, win, lose, or fail. But recognize that the $1 million offer was not taken. So, it's an important note. So the $1 billion, would $1 billion fix that place, and how fast would it fix it? It's ridiculous to think that Americans can't do exactly what you see in a video that China does in 52 days, 12, however tall a building they make, or whatever quality. You can still maintain a level of quality if you're saying, well, Chinese has no quality. American has to be quality. Look around. Our quality has lasted 100 years and it's about ready to fall apart. So, would $1 billion? Probably. More than underspending and not doing the job, and spending a little bit more and not doing the job, while all the time that money's hidden and you don't know how much money. Just say, man, I got me $2 billion. Let's go into North Carolina and be transparent. We can't take $2 billion from the $100 billion we sent over there. That's the type of politics I think people are fed up with. You can either agree or disagree with me. Leave it in the comments.
If you got the desire, you gotta match that desire with the dedication. You gotta match it with the distance.
Probably got about another 3-4 minutes. I'm gonna zap out of here. It's good to see everyone. Versailles, Talon, Lance, Gamers Extreme, Witchheart, John. I don't know if Jersey showed up, but y'all have a good afternoon. Yes. Yeah.